What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new football video where we have to talk about the new Champions League format which has been announced. It will come into effect allegedly or as planned in the 2024-25 season. At first glance it doesn't look good, but let me know what do you think. We will talk about this in detail. So there will be 36 teams instead of 32, but there won't be groups of 4, it will be groups of 6, so 6 groups of 6, and the best 8 teams automatically qualify to the last 16. But then, and this is where I find it very troubling, basically every team in the group stage will play 10 games, 5 at home and 5 away, so every team plays each other twice in the group, and that is in itself a problem because it adds 4 more group stage games, something that is very unnecessary. The football schedule is already packed to the brim, to the brink of collapse, and this the problem with this is basically UEFA's version of the Super League, and this should be as much protested and there should be as much uproar as it was about the European Super League, because yes, this will not be a closed shop, but it will be potentially 19 games for a team to win the Champions League or get to the final and play the final instead of the 13 that it is right now. And maybe teams then from Spain or Italy can, cope with this because they just have one domestic cup competition. But teams in England who already have the League Cup and the FA Cup to contend with, this will just make it impossible. And basically it would mean that the bigger teams will get even bigger squads with even more money, and it will tilt the balance even more to the bigger teams, something that we don't really want. We want to see Ajax, we want to see Sheriff Tiraspol, and these Ajax is a big team, don't get me wrong, I'm not comparing them to Sheriff Tiraspol, but we want to see these not traditional top 5 league clubs go far in the Champions League and do amazingly well. So it will add 100 additional games to the calendar just for the sake of the TV rights and the money that UEFA would rake in. The top 8 sides in the league phase will automatically qualify for the knockout stage, and my other main problem with this is that teams finishing from 9th to 24th place will compete in a 2-legged playoff to secure their path to the last 16, so that there will be a playoff round, the last 32 round, basically. I mean, a team who will finish in 24th place in the group stage, that team might not win 1 game and might just get 5 or 6 draws out of the 10 games and still finish in 24th place, and then they might get 2 draws and go through on a penalty shootout, and then they will play a really big team in the last 16. But I just don't get it. I mean, why qualify the 24th placed best team from 36 teams? I mean, the UEFA Champions League format is good in itself because only the last place team gets completely knocked out. Even the 3rd place team in the Champions League group stage falls down to the Europa League and they can continue playing there. Even in the Europa League, the 3rd place team in the Europa League falls down to the Conference League and they can still play there. So I just don't really see why do you want to add another potentially 4 minimum, but maybe even 6 games. So let's say Liverpool finish 2nd in their group and not go through to the to the last 16 anyway, but they have to play a 2-legged playoff. So Liverpool play 12 games instead of 6 just to qualify for the last 16 of the Champions League. And then they have another 7 games to play. That's right. So Liverpool have to play 12 games. Basically, if they don't win their 6th team group, they have to play 12 games potentially just to qualify for the last 16. How mad is that? And I don't think that's feasible, honestly. Where would you fit in those games in the football calendar? It's packed to the rafters as it is. And I'm absolutely fed up with these Super League ideas, these Champions League revamp, new format ideas. Basically, it's a Super League format for the Champions League. The difference is that instead of the clubs themselves pocketing the money, it's UEFA pocketing the money. So at least there is one advantage to the Super League, that the clubs who will be in it will get the money for themselves. UEFA gets a big chunk of this money. And maybe this is why UEFA was so angry with the European Super League, because they got beaten to the idea by the European Super League, because they want the Champions League version of the European Super League. The biggest problem with this is, why fix something that is not broken? The Champions League is not broken. It's just because Real Madrid and Barcelona and Juventus and these clubs don't have the money that the Premier League clubs have. They are pestering UEFA to do something about it. They are threatening with breaking away and forming their own European Super League. That's the biggest issue. But make La Liga more competitive. Make it a better product. Make the Serie A more competitive. Make it a better product. And then money will flow to those leagues as well. But how much hope does an Ajax have, or a PSV Eindhoven in the Netherlands? How much hope does a French big club like Lyon or Marseille have when they are up against Paris Saint-Germain? How can Paris Saint-Germain offer Mbappe 100 million signing on fee plus like 50 million pounds wages for Mbappe and not get sanctioned because of financial fair play? How can Man City escape punishment because of, you know, financial fair play? They just hired the most expensive lawyers and got away with the technicality. That is the biggest problem. You should rein in these clubs like Paris Saint-Germain, Man City and Newcastle in the future, who are state-owned. These are the clubs that are ruining European football. How much hope does a Lyon or a Marseille have when they are up against Paris Saint-Germain, who can sign Donnarumma and Sergio Ramos and Messi as free agents and give Mbappe 100 million signing on fee or bonus fee for signing a new contract? That's what they offered Mbappe. That's the main problem here, I think. And there should be a salary cap for these clubs, and there should be a lot stricter financial fair play rules. You can only spend what you make and not what the owners give you. You can only spend what you make and what you earn, and not the owners who... All kinds of shady companies are from the United Arab Emirates are sponsoring Manchester City. All kinds of shady companies from Qatar are sponsoring Paris Saint-Germain, and that's how they can spend this amount of money. These should be outlawed, and you should always be able to only spend what you earn. And this is my main problem. They want to squeeze every last drop of sweat out of the players, and the quality will diminish. If you play too many games in too short space of time, I mean, a club could get 75 game seasons. Just think about it. The season lasts like 9 months, maybe 9.5. And you want a club to play 70 or 75 games? Where would you fit that in? And also, the players would get absolutely exhausted. They would get injured more often. We will have, loss of quality, because not just maybe star players will get injured, but also if a Salah or a Messi or a Ronaldo or a Lewandowski or a Mane or whoever, if he has to play every 3 days, don't tell me that the quality will be the same in each game. It will be not. It's physically impossible. Yes, these players are earning a lot of money, but they are still human beings, and they shouldn't be exploited for all kinds of money reasons. That's my opinion. Let me know what's yours in the comments below, and thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.